Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Cripple. I'm your host, the Cripple, and today we're going to be making another variation of what I've done 3 or 4 times. We're going to be making tacos, but it's a variation of taco, I believe so, the fajita. And we're going to be making a steak fajita, a pork fajita, and a fish fajita. So what you want to do is you want to get you a good brain fart. That's what you want to get you. You want to get a good cut of steak, some pork chops, and a salmon cut. So I have all of that set up. I've just seasoned the steak and the pork chop with steak seasoning. I know pork chop is different than steak, but oh well. So we're going to let this heat up. I've got it on 1 tick past medium right now. So when this heats up and starts cooking, I'll be back to you. So I will see you then. So I've got my pan nice and hot, and we're just going to let this steak right here cook for 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 depending on how you like it, but I like mine medium rare. So we're going to let this cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So it's a total of 6 or 7 or 4 or 6 minutes. I can't do math apparently. But we're going to let this sit. Just leave it alone, and then I'll come back to you. So I'll see you then. Another thing that I just realized that I just did, but okay, hold on. I'll show you in a minute. But you got your steak here. I see a lot of people do this when they're grilling. They'll take it and they'll press down. You don't want to do that because, yes, it makes it cook faster. Like, they'll push down, like I'm going to use over here because there's not a lot of meat over here. But that sizzle is good but bad at the same time. Because when you press down like that, it makes it so that your meat dries out rather quickly, and I do not like dry steak. I like nice and juicy steak, so don't press down. Just let time do its own thing, and just basically leave it alone except for flipping it over. So I will see you when this is all done. Alrighty, so now that the steak is done, we're going to put in our pork chop. If it doesn't stick to the side. But we're going to put the pork chop in, and while that's cooking, we're going to chop up the steak. So I'm going to boost the heat down, and then you always, if you're seasoning meat, you always want to put the first seasoned side down, and then season it while it's in the pan. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you over at the taste test table. In this case, it's going to be the cutting table. So I'll see you there. Alright, so we've got our steak here. Oh, forgot a fork. Be right back. Alright, so we've got our steak here. Sorry for that little interlude. And we're just going to cut it up into as many pieces as we possibly can. And if you want to, if the steak is not how you like it, then just don't be afraid to throw it back on the grill, skillet, whatever you happen to be using. So you want to cut out all the fat, because that's not good food. You want to cut out all the fat, and then just keep the best cuts for the fajitas. So go ahead and do that. I will do the same, and I will see you when I'm done. Okay, now that I've got a more manageable piece, you want to just slice it kind of long ways so that your pieces end up looking like this, because that makes a better fajita. So go ahead and do that, and also make sure to always check on your food. I just checked it, and it's still cooking, as you can hear, but we're still on the first side. So hurry up and do this, and then I'll see you guys when we're all done, and it's time to flip. That is about what you want it to look like when you cook your pork chops up. And I've got my meat plate already set up off to the side. And when you're working in stations like this, like meat and other excuse me. Other thing, you want to have an assembly line set up, so to speak, so that you can just go boom, 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 and do your stuff in an orderly manner. So when this gets done, we're going to treat it the same way we treated the steak, and it's going to be on the same plate. Don't worry about cross-contamination because they're both cooked, and it's good. And I did not use that plate for anything else other than storing my cooked meat. So I will see you guys. I'm sorry, I'm having gas problems. I'm burpy. But I will see you guys when this is all done and it's time to cut it up. Again, we're at the cutting table and we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna slice it up. Sorry, my pan decided to talk to me. But we're gonna slice it up just as we did the steak, and that looks perfect. So it's a little rare, but it's not gonna hurt anything. If you don't feel comfortable with it, I might throw this back on for a few minutes. So I'll just be right back. Okay, sorry for that little interlude, but it was not as cooked as I would like it to be. So I like mine between medium and well done, like that. You can't really see it because of steam, but trust me, looks amazing. So we're just going to do the same thing that we did with the steak. Slice it very thinly like that, and then we'll move on to the salmon, and then finally we'll do the taste test. So I'll see you guys when this is all done, and then we'll move on to the salmon, which is already pre-seasoned and pre-flavored, so I don't really have to do anything other than slap it into the what's it called? The skillet or pan, whatever that thing's called. I don't know. I just realized something incredibly stupid. I've been calling this a pork chop this whole time. It's chicken breast. So we're going to have to cook this until it's thoroughly done because I have rare chicken breasts, and trust me, you do not want to be that kind of sick. So throw this back into the thing until it's thoroughly cooked all the way through. So I will be back in about a minute. Alright, third time's the charm. Alright, we're going to cut this up, and then we're going to go on to the salmon. But here's the problem that I have now. I have no idea what the title of this video, because I had a title all planned out and everything, and now I don't know what to call it. But I'll think of something. But if you guys have any recipe ideas that you want me to try, by all means, leave them down in the comments, and I will try my best to do them. Ow! Always be safe in the kitchen, kids. Why is that always after I do something stupid? Alright, we're gonna head back over to the cooking area, and then we're gonna cook the salmon. Oh, just listen to that sizzle. Do you guys like my lava lamp, by the way? I'll show everything that I got for Christmas and everything like that in another video, but tonight I'm really upset at myself for mistaking a chicken breast for a pork chop. So this is the only video you guys are gonna get before the week is out, so sorry. But anyways, we're gonna let this cook, and we're gonna treat it the same way we treated the chicken breast and the steak. So I'd say with chicken, I didn't really give a time because I have been trying and trying and trying to stay away from. Sorry, it's a little pungent, but I've been trying and trying and trying to stay away from chicken until I can get it down. Because the first time I cooked chicken, honestly, I completely underdid it. and I made myself sick. So I've been trying to avoid it. But anyways, we're gonna let this cook for 2, maybe 3 minutes on each side. And again, like the chicken breast, I have no idea how long to cook that for. I just cook it by sight, which means I just look at it and then say it's done, it's not done. But anyways, we're gonna let this cook, and then I'll meet you at the cutting table / taste test. Alright, I've got all the fajitas ready to go. This is the steak one, and I just topped these off with sour cream and the mixed, like, taco style cheese blend, since I'm very tired and I can't shred my own cheese for right now. But here we go. This is the steak one, if I can get to it. Steak is nice and chewy. I shall be right back. I completely forgot a plate for the steak one, but that's why I had to leave really quick. But this is the chicken one, and I hope it's chicken, not pork chop, otherwise I would have made an idiot out of myself twice. But here we go. And it's not really the fajita anymore because I'm eating it like a burrito, but I'll call it fajita just because I've already done burritos. Good tortilla, but if it's going to cooperate with me. I can't chew any faster, I'm sorry. But anyways, here's the last one. Boom. And don't worry, I have a platter set off for these ones that I've tried. But anyways, here we go. Ah, don't you tear. Don't you tear. I don't think I'm a fan of the salmon one. I think that was a mistake. But you can't get any better without mistakes, so. And my tortilla is falling apart. But anyways, this has been Cooking with the Cripple. I've been your host, the Cripple. And don't forget to cook. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.